Welcome back, peeps. It's been a while. Destiny 2 has been on the back burners for the past few weeks, hence the lack of content. The usual bi-weekly video schedule will commence in December. As a stopgap, I have been maining Starfield, nearly at level 100 and well and truly into the endgame side of things, including shipbuilding. For my usual audience, if you're not into Starfield, feel free to skip this video, but if you're even slightly interested in seeing shipbuilding in Starfield, stay tuned. This is going to be a guide on how to put together your very own Halo Covenant Battlecruiser with a comprehensive guide on how to do it. This video takes inspiration from Reddit user ExpiredDrPepper, who posted the original design. My tweaked version enables it to work on a Class C ship. Go check out the Reddit post. There are no mods involved in the making of the ship, so for us Xbox players, this is entirely available to you. Please drop a like and sub if you find this video informative, and leave feedback as it's the first attempt at a ship build video. Let's begin. For those of you familiar with the Halo franchise, the Covenant Battlecruiser is one of the most iconic ships used by the Covenant in the original trilogy, equipped with shields and plasma cannons that would decimate UNSC frigates, and you can build your own Class C version of it in Starfield. In order to slap this ship together, you're going to need the following requirements from the skill tree: Piloting 4 to unlock Class C ships, Starship Design 4 for certain modules of this design, and a landing pad with Shipbuilder Outpost module, which will grant you all the tools to put the ship together. Let's make a start with the ship's skeleton. The ship has an upper section and a bottom section. Starting with the upper one, you are going to need the Stroud branded Viking CP100 cockpit. It's flat and slots in nicely with the ship's overall aesthetic. Attached to the cockpit, you're going to want a Stroud x3 hab, or a x2 and a x1 like mine, with the Fuser DC-403 reactor behind the habs. This reactor in particular takes up both sections of the skeleton and provides 38 reactor points, which can go higher depending on your animatronic fusion skill. Behind the reactor, slot the 20T hauler cargo hold. There are better options than this, but those options have a larger mass, and if the mass of the ship goes over 1200, the whole ship design would fail as additional landers would be required. After the cargo hold, append 2 structural Stroud mid-bracers, and finally a structural HopeTech nose B aft. With this structure, the ship stays below 40 meters in length, allowing you to land the ship on planets without mods. The bottom section has a Shipbed 200 Teo landing bay below the Stroud habs. The other landing bays are a little larger or open sideways, which would nullify the whole design. Behind the landing bay, an additional Stroud hab x1 that allows the landing bay to connect to the cockpit. Behind the bay goes the grav drive, in this case the RD3000 beta grav drive. This one is a Class B drive, reason being all Class C drives take up 2 sections, whilst this one only takes up 1, and still allows the ship to achieve 29 light years of jump capacity. Slotting any Class C drive would force the ship's mass to go over 1200 kilograms. The reactor, which we mentioned earlier, takes up both sections of the ship and slots behind the grav drive. Behind the drive itself, similar to the top section, 2 structural Stroud mid-bracers, and on the end of these, a structural Deimos cowling aft. With this, you have the ship's skeleton. For engines, there are not too many options out there that fit the design as of the making of this video, so you'll have to go with 4 White Dwarf 1020 engines, which are Class A. You can fit 2 of them on the top layer right at the back of the ship, and the other 2 attached to the bottom section on the Stroud hab. The engines aren't great, and it's the only lowlight of the ship build, with the ship having around 60 mobility. It's not the end of the world though. For the docker module, append a Connect Pro docker on the top layer onto the Stroud hab on the slot situated next to the reactor, whilst placing an Assurance SG-1800 shield module in front of the docker module. This module requires the max ship design skill, as it provides one of the most powerful shields in the current iteration of the game, providing a base shield of 1600, which varies depending on your shield system skill. Before we continue, how are you finding this guide so far? Please drop some feedback in the comments with your thoughts, and if you like this type of content, I'll look to do more ship builds in the future. Moving on with helium, you want 2 H30 Atlas helium tanks in front of the back engines. The other options are a little bit bulkier. This option keeps the ship narrow. For the landing gear, as the ship is under 1200 kilograms, you can slot 4 pieces. For my design, I went with 2 Teo 3G Port 4, attached to the landing bay in the bottom tier, and at the back of the ship, 2 Hope 6 port aft, attached to the bottom Stroud bracers, the ones right at the back. The final structural attachments will give the ship the Covenant look that we are all familiar with. Slot Nova Cowling 2LTA on the top of the cockpit, and next to this module, slap a Nova Cowling 1LTF, and do the same at the back of the ship on top of the cargo hold and bracers. Finally, attach Novokelling 2L PF parts alongside the topside reactor and habs. You want to have the parts facing each other. It gives the ship the oval aesthetic, making it truly look like a Covenant ship. Of course, you'll want to change the colour of the modules to purple to finalise the design. I'm not going to cover weapons as I will leave that up to you, but in terms of placement, you'll want 2 weapon mounts attached to the bottom side of the reactor, 2 next to the bottom bracer next to the reactor, and the final 2 below the Nova 2L PF structures, below the forward facing ones. I've spec'd interparticle weapons big time, which conveniently fire blue, the same colour as the Covenant ships. Despite the low mobility, the ship is a behemoth. Its insane shield capacity, with nearly 1300 hull, 1k cargo, 38 reactor energy and 7 crew capacity, make this ship, when equipped with powerful weapons, an absolute menace. I've taken on the Varun Shroudbearer Class M ship and survived the encounter with this ship, and managed to get me through the Vigilance battle without losing my shield on normal difficulty. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I mainly post Destiny 2 videos, but I'm looking at doing variety content in the future. Destiny 2 content will resume in a couple of weeks. This was Plasma Alchemist, your viewership is much appreciated. Until next time, see you later.
Forever, Guardian!